In this video, we will learn how pointers work using a simple example. Int I is equal to 10, j is equal to 20. So here we have two variable names I and j. These are names of the variable, and 10 and 20 are the values of the variable, and int is your data type of the variable. So this int data type says that it will occupy 4 bytes of space in memory. So this I, after this line, I will be allocated some space in your memory. Suppose I occupies from 1006. Suppose I is given memory location 1006. So from 1006 it will occupy 4 bytes of cells. Each, suppose in this example, each cell is your of 1 byte space. Okay. So it is going to occupy 4 bytes of space from 1006 to 1009, and value that is stored here is your 10. Okay, this value 10 occupies 4 memory cells. Alright, 1006 to 1009. Now j is another variable name, so it will also be allocated memory cell of 4 bytes. Alright, 4 bytes memory space. So suppose j occupies somewhere from 1000. Alright, suppose j occupies from 1000, and what is the value that it is going to store? It is going to store 20 in itself. So it will also occupy 4 memory bytes. So 20 is stored in J. 4 memory bytes from 1000, 1001, 2 to 3. Now in the next line, we have a pointer variables P and Q. These are your pointer variables. Since these are also your variables, so it is also going to occupy some memory space. So suppose P is assigned a memory space of 1005 and Q is assigned memory space 1004. Alright, so you don't get confused with this int data type. This data type, the data type of pointer variable, tells that which variable memory address it is going to store. Okay. So next line is P is equal to address of I. See, here we have not given value to P. Alright, we have just said that it is a pointer variable and nothing else. And also that it stores the value of integer data type. Address of integer data type, not value. So P is equal to address of I. What is this address of I is going to return? Address of I means your first memory cell address. See, this I is occupying 4 memory cells, but this address of I is going to return the first address, first memory cell address, that is 1006 in this example. So this 1006 is given to the value P, alright, to the variable P. So 1006 is stored in memory location at variable P. Next is your Q. Q is also your pointer variable, and so it will store the address. Okay. So address of J. What is the address of J? Address of J is your, J is occupying this memory location. Alright. From 1000 to 1003. Okay. This whole is your J. So it will get the value 1000. Now this 1000 is assigned to variable Q. So in the memory cell, 1000 is assigned to the variable Q at memory location 1004. Alright. So now you see in the next line, printf Q percentile P. Percentile P is your C format specifier to print address of memory cell. Whenever you have to print address of memory cell, alright, you are going to use percentile P format specifier. So Q is percentile P, P is percentile P. So what Q and P are storing? Q and P are storing the addresses. Alright, it is storing the addresses. So its format specifier is percentile P. So what values are going to be printed? Q will come for this and P will come for this format specifier. So what is in Q? Q is your 1000. So on the output screen you are going to get Q 1000 and P you are going to get 1006. Okay. See, when you print the value of I, percentile D, and you write I in comma, so what it prints? It prints the value that is stored in I. What you are going to get in the output screen? 10. Because I stores the value 10. You can see here. In the same way, when you just write pointer variable name, you are just going to store the addresses that are stored in these variables. Alright. Next is your value at Q percentile D. See, here you are going to store output the integer type and value at P percentile D. These are your integer type format specifier. So star Q, what is star Q is going to take this variable. So what is star Q? Star Q is your value at Q. Value at Q. Alright. So what is Q? Q is your, when you say I, just I suppose. So what does that mean? I is storing 10 variable, and when you say address of I, that means 1006. Okay. So here star Q, value at Q. What is star Q means? Value at Q. And what is Q? When you say just Q, it is your 1000 memory address stored here. Alright. So 1000 you are going to write like this, and then value at 1000. Alright. So what is value at 1000? What is value at 1000? Here, see, this Q is pointing to this variable J, and the value at 1000, you see, it is half of the maybe quarter of the 20. Alright, because see, 20 is occupying this 4 memory addresses, but at 1000 you are not going to get the value of 20 completely. Okay, because it is occupying 4 memory cells. So how will we get to know that it is stored in 4 memory cells? So this data type here in the second line of the program, you see this int is specifying that thing only. It is saying that it will occupy 4 bytes. The data type of a pointer tells you how many memory cells this pointer variable is addressing to. Okay. So you see star 1000. So what is value at 1000 now? 20. So this 20 is going to be taken by this variable Q, and this P star P. So what is star P? It is same. When you say star P, what does that mean? Value at P. Alright. And what is P? P is your 1006. Alright. Just 1006. 1006. So value at 1006. That is star 1006. So what it is going to point? P is pointing to your I variable 1006. Again same thing, that memory cell 1006 only does not occupy the whole value of 10. Okay, binary value of 10, but it is occupying 4 memory cells. And same we will go to the P data type. What is data type of pointer variable P? Integer. So we come to know that this pointer variable is storing address of integer data type, which occupies 4 bytes of memory space. So star P is going to return, this star 1006 is going to return value 10, and this 10 is assigned to this percentile D. Alright, this one. So what is going to be printed on the screen? Value at Q is your 20, comma, value at P is your 10. This is going to be printed on the screen.